Hey everyone, welcome back to Brown Coat Nerd. Today we've got another short review for you. We're going to be talking about this ventilated handguard I got for my HK93, or more specifically, my Century Build C93. Yes, Century built an HK for a while. Kind of scary. But I got it for my C93. Picked this up from Gatewood Supply. First time I've ever had any dealings with them. And I believe I was looking for collapsible stock for this. Yeah, I know, fat chance. But I just kind of stumbled across this handguard, and I just kind of thought it looked cool. And I've seen some ventilated handguards for these out there. And I've seen with like 3 long vents along here. Sometimes they'll be kind of angled. And I just kind of thought this one looked cool with the way these vents were. And I was replacing basically just your standard handguard. Now, the C93s were built, I believe, with a Malaysian parts kit. So this kind of has a weird wart-like texture on it that I think your traditional HKs won't necessarily have. And it does have a heat shield. As you can see, it looks like it got painted over at some point. But you know, this handguard here has all the basic features that this does. It does have your provisions for the bipod here, you know, a little retention spring. This little doohickey, which I am assuming is for the 3-point sling. I'm not 100% sure. But this handguard here, it does have all of those features. And I will point out that even the bottom is ventilated. Now, whether or not this will actually help dissipate heat better or not, I really don't know. This gun does get pretty hot after you shoot it quite a bit. I do remember the handguard getting kind of like a little crispy warm to the touch. So, you know, when I saw this, first of all, to be honest, I got it because it just looks cool. I'm not going to lie there. But also, you know, hell, if it does help dissipate that heat a little bit better, that'd be great. Now, whether or not it's going to really keep things cool, or if it's now just going to cook my hand because all the heat's coming straight through, I don't know. As you can see here, the heat shield is also ventilated. I almost kind of wish that the heat shield itself was not, you know, theoretically think that's going to keep more heat off my hand, but still going to get some airflow over that heat shield. I don't know. I haven't fired it with this handguard on there yet, so we will find out. Now, I will say this handguard is a super duper snug fit on here. So snug, I can't even freaking get it off now. So I'm stuck with it. Hope I like it. One thing I did notice, you won't really be able to tell with it on here, but the plastic, it's got a little bit of give with this handguard on there. Compared to the one that I took off. I mean, it flexes a little bit, but this one flexes quite a bit more. Now, that could be cheaper material used in making this handguard, or it's just because material's been removed. So not really sure there. I mean, either way, for me, you know, I'm not taking this out to the battlefield or anything. I think it's going to hold up just fine. Now, I will say when I ordered this, it was like, I think, just under $100. And like I said, I got this from Gatewood Supply. They did have an option of paying like an extra $5, I think it was, for hand select. They did mention that these were used, but in fair to good shape. And, you know, I'm spending close to $100, so I figured, screw it, I'll just pay the extra $5, get the hand select. And what I got, really, I mean, it seems new, or at least these holes have been put in new, because there is still some plastic, you know, kind of shavings up in there. Some of the metal, you know, I had to pull off. So I feel like it got recently ventilated, but it really isn't a brand new handguard. As you can see here, there's quite a bit of wearing on that bipod attachment. Now, on the website, they did mention they were not sure who the supplier was. Country of origin was unknown. So I don't know if someone's just getting these and they're cutting holes into it to make it look like this. You know, I really have no clue. I'm not going for authenticity with this. Getting this was purely for the cool factor. Now, if you're looking at getting one of these, you know, either I wasted my money on that hand select, or it really paid off and I got one that looked in pretty good shape. If I were to order another one, I don't know if I would bother with doing that. And I will say, was it on this side? There's a few spots like kind of like right here. It's not 100% even, the lines, you know. You can see there's a little bit of scuffing on there. So it wasn't brand new, maybe long-term storage, I don't know. Yeah, like right here, you can kind of see it's not 100% even. I mean, and I can even possibly fix that up myself. Once again, I'm not terribly concerned about it. I just thought it looked a lot cooler than the old one that was on there. And I was kind of looking around online to see if anyone's really had any experience with these, and didn't see a whole lot of stuff on ventilated handguard, so you know what that means. I'm making a video about it now. So that's really all I got for you guys. Just kind of wanted to show you, show this off to you. I think it looks pretty slick. Now, when it comes time for me to shoot it, you know, am I going to be like, okay, yeah, it looks cool, but it's the most unpractical thing ever because it just fries my hand even more. That is yet to be determined. I've had this gun for quite a while. Been meaning to do a review video on it. There will be one coming soon. The reason I've been postponing reviewing this particular gun is at first I was actually getting quite a few issues with it. But the more I've shot it, it's definitely started to run better. And right now it's actually running pretty good. I just don't have a whole bunch of rounds through it, you know, without any issues quite yet. So I want to shoot a little bit more to give you my honest full review and shooting impressions of it. But all in all, I think I'm happy with the gun right now. Decided to throw, you know, at least one cool thing on there, and I think the ventilated handguard definitely is doing the job for the cool factor. So that's really all I got for you guys. Just a little quick shorty one for you. I have already made some videos of some other guns. Some of them are pretty stinking cool, and I'm excited about. A little sneak peek. The gun looks different already from when I made the video, so I've had a little bit of fun with it. But this guy here, I'm not even going to tell you what it is, even though it just said it right on that side of the firearm. But that will be coming out probably in 2 weeks from the release of this video. Alright, so there you guys go. Ventilated handguard from Gatewood Supply. Now I will mention, I ordered this, right now it's 2020, we got all the crazy COVID crap going on. When I ordered it, like the very next day I got an email stating, you know, basically from the post office saying a shipping label has been created. So I was like, oh, cool, all right, you know, that's moving along pretty quick. You know, a lot of things I've ordered have been, you know, fairly lengthy delays. You know, then a couple days go by and I casually, you know, I'm checking it every so often. And the status never changed from shipping labels being created. So I was like, okay, you know, they just haven't had a chance to get the post office. Things are crazy right now. You know, I'm not going to jump on them. I was going to give them some time. And I was like, I'll give them a month. Well, you know, life happens. Been busy. Then I was like, oh yeah, I ordered a ventilated handguard like over a month ago from these guys. So I shot them an email. They responded back within like 15 minutes. You know, very apologetic. They said they're going to look into it. And I believe he even told me later today I'm going to have an answer for you. And I mean, I think like not even 2 hours later, I got an email from him again saying, you know, we're really sorry, don't know what happened, but we're sending you out another one either today or tomorrow. And the next day, they shipped me out another one, and I got it pretty quickly. So there was a hiccup, but once they were notified about it, I mean, they were on top of it. So I was very happy with their customer service there. So just so you know, I had a brief yet good experience with the customer service at Gatewood Supply Co.com, and they are out of Birmingham, Alabama. All right, guys, so that is it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, hey, I can't blame you. It's a handguard video. What were you expecting? All right, everyone, stay shiny.